Hey everybody, I'm Cheryl Swift, Duchess of Rock and Roll. I'm here today in St. Louis with Charlie Barrale.
How you guys doing?
And we're here at this awesome new bar.
We are.
It's called the GameSix Honky Tonk Joint.
That's right.
Was there a better place we could be today?
I don't think so. I think this was a good choice.
Yeah. So there's a new bar here in town. We're here at it. It's owned by Ryan Binkley and his brother.
Jeremy, yep.
Jeremy. And it's a great new place. It's just a little bit southeast of the stadium.
That's right.
Next to what I call the graffiti garage and behind like the White Castle.
And Broadway Oyster Bar across the street. And the Angry Beaver across the street as well.
So we came today. Today's their first lunch service. We highly recommend the food and the bar.
So far. Yeah.
So the reason we came here is something really exciting is happening this Saturday. Tell us what's up.
That's right. So I have an album release party here at GameSix Honky Tonk Joint. The album goes live Friday.
Okay.
So the album goes live. It's called Different Than Before, and it's 7 tracks. It goes live on iTunes, Spotify, all the major retailers online, which is super exciting. And my friend Joe and I will be playing out in Fort Scott, Kansas this Friday at a place called the Liberty Theater.
Okay.
But we drive 5 hours back on Saturday so that we can be here at GameSix Honky Tonk Joint.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yes.
So Friday night's your CD release in Liberty, Kansas.
Yeah.
And then
Fort Scott,
Saturday
Kansas.
night, Fort Scott, Kansas. Sorry about that. And then Saturday night is the big party here with all your hometown. Because you're originally a St. Louis guy, correct?
Born and raised in St. Louis. I moved in beginning of 2015 to Fort Worth, Texas.
Got it.
Moved to Arizona for a little bit, and then moved back to Dallas. Just couldn't get away from Texas. So.
Yes, it's a good place.
I love it.
I mean, I live here, but I go there to visit often because I mean, the music, the food, the barbecue, like a whole meal there.
Yeah.
Like they might serve 3 meats and a green bean with an almond on it. I'm like, this is my kind of town.
That was on my list. I had a list of things to move to Texas for. The food is definitely on there.
Yes.
Bluebell ice cream. It's number 1 on my list.
But is it banana cream pie? The one, that's my favorite. What's your favorite Bluebell?
Pecan praline.
Oh, I'm totally having that next time.
It's so good.
Because I always get the banana cream pie, and then I'm like a college student, and I eat it for breakfast when I'm there, which I shouldn't do. Because, you know, that little thing is really just one serving of Ted Drew's, right?
Oh, you only get this one? I get this one.
Oh, no, I get this, like the $4 one, not this, because I would eat it and come back looking like a tub of ice cream for Dallas. But, yeah, when I get to Dallas, I'm like, In-N-Out Burger, brisket, Bluebell.
Boom. Yeah.
And then I go walk for days to try to get it,
You left one on Whataburger is down there.
I've never had a Whataburger.
Oh, that was on my list too. Don't tell
anybody that. I think there's going to be haters.
No, they'll understand.
Is Whataburger the famous one in Phoenix? Or is that...
No, In-N-Out is in LA and around the West, and then Whataburger is around like Texas area. But they're expanding. It seems like, but I promise every time I went down there.
Is Whataburger your go-to?
Oh yeah, late nights too. Oh, it was that for. That was on my list. Like I said, it was on my list of reasons to move there.
Right.
That
and the music scene.
Oh well, women.
Oh,
and the music scene.
Still young and single, so you know. he's like brisket, ice cream, burgers, women.
Yeah.
But in a different order.
Maybe.
Who knows? Oh my God. Charlie and I met this week, and sometimes it's funny how, you know, you meet people, sometimes you're like, oh, okay, and then sometimes you know you're going to have lifelong friends, and we've done a lot of giggling in like 48 hours.
And we got to thank Joe for a lot of that too, you know.
Yes. Joe Austin's here with us, everybody. Joe played on Charlie's record. He's an incredible musician.
I wish we had a copy of it here right now.
You know, I thought about that as I was walking up. You'll be able to see it. I'll tweet some pictures of it with the interview and stuff. But the new album is great. I've been listening to it for 36 hours in the car now. And I hear, and I feel like there's something special you want to tell people that's coming out the next few days.
Yeah, so originally we had the first single was Down Like Champagne. It's on YouTube right now. It has a ton of views, which I'm so excited about. I'm getting ready to put out, obviously the album is going to be released Friday the 17th. We have another music video that's coming out as well, and that is for the song, I forget.
Follow Just passing through.
That's what it is.
It's so new, not even Charlie. Has anybody seen that video yet?
You, me, Joe saw part of it, Ryan saw part of it, and then Brad, who put it together out in Arizona.
I just want to say that I love getting the first preview, and it's really great. You're going to love it.
Yeah,
There
were 2 views on it, and she's like, I love seeing this. I'm like, yes.
I might have screenshotted it, but I don't know.
Right.
So the how many songs are on the EP, the CD? LP, EP, CD, the piece of beautiful music you wrote.
I'm learning this stuff as we go. This is my first one. So there's 7 songs on the album. Don't ask me to put them in order at this point.
Okay.
I have a problem remembering my own words, and especially the order of stuff that goes on.
But it's really good.
Thank you.
It's really good. I really like it.
I'm glad.
I really like. I don't know all of them memorized yet, but I hear certain things that are starting to, stick. It's like, oh yeah, that's really good,
Yeah.
And the song, is it "Follow Me Anywhere" or "Just Passing Through"? I want to call it "Follow Me Anywhere," but it's "Just Passing
Maybe
Through."
Maybe that'll be the next song. That's good.
It's really good. I really like the video. I really like the message, and I like the song a lot.
It's just it's going to be a fun one. That's the 4th one on the album. That's the 4th one down.
Okay.
I'm visualizing it in my head.
When it's so new, not even the artist knows the track list. I feel really good that I'm not quite sure of the
right.
So let's see. You grew up here in St. Louis.
Grew up, born and raised in South St. Louis City.
Okay.
Yep. Right off of between Hampton and Kings Highway.
Like the hill? Did you grow up near the hill?
Pretty close. I mean, I can see why you'd think that, being Italian and all.
Yes.
Barrale and all that. But I grew up right off of the hill. So I was in the Southampton neighborhood, which is between, like I said, Kings Highway and Hampton, right on Eichelberger. Which is still hard for me to spell at 31 years old.
I've lived here my whole life. I don't think I can spell that word.
Right.
So, and then Texas called girls ice cream brisket.
Yes, I feel like that's a song too. We got to write this stuff down for today's show.
You know what? It's on video.
Oh, perfect.
So we can review it. So, and then, crazy things happen in Texas, right?
Crazy things do happen in Texas. I met a guy, like we were talking about, Mr. Joe Austin. Joe Austin is this great fiddle player, right? He's more than just a fiddle player. He's a goofball. He's got one of the best beards you've ever seen.
Like this?
Oh,
does he look like this?
He looks just like this. It's crazy. And he actually rocks the Cardinals cowboy hat.
I know, he's already assimilated into our way of life here. You've got the Texas hat on. He's got the Cardinals baseball giveaway hat on. That was such a big giveaway this summer.
Yeah.
So I come to a lot of games, and people were selling them on, when the giveaways happen, they sell them on eBay.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you that hat will be eventually stolen from this bar.
Well, what's cool about this place?
It won't be me.
I don't. You sure? Maybe we can make something happen. We won't tell. Anyway, but this is what's cool about this place, the GameSix Honky Tonk joint, is that like you even have the country theme, the country idea here in St. Louis, but there's really not a place that honky tonk music's played that we can kind of just. And it worked out that I planned my album release after I'd already booked the show here on the 18th.
Oh, so it kind of all just came together serendipitously. Like, this is the perfect venue for what I need.
Exactly.
And this is a really great bar. You guys are going to love it when you see it, because you've got the sports theme, but they want to do a honky tonk theme where you can just come in, have fun, have some drinks before, after a game. Honky tonk music playing. Special guest artist wants to come in. It kind of reminds me a little bit of being down on Broadway in Nashville with the the Laylas and the Roberts and the Nudies, the honky tonk scene where you just never know who's going to walk in. And hopefully some of our friends, when they come through town, will want to stop in and play on the stage here. And because that's for me, I know a lot of artists, and sometimes it's so fun when you're in a bar and suddenly someone pops up on stage. It's like you don't get those opportunities in St. Louis a lot because the shows are planned and booked and you buy tickets. This is more of a fun, we're in town, let's stop by the bar, before or after a game and listen to some music. So they're going to be booking a lot of music here, so that's really exciting. And I'm glad you get to be, this is only their first week, right? So you're going to be one of the first big parties here.
Yeah, I think this is the the actual first big party, they had their soft opening 2 weeks ago, and
Okay.
everything, they said it was completely packed. I was gone. I was in Texas.
Right.
But then this past weekend was their grand opening. And
Okay.
it was wall to wall in here. And this week is actually the owner, Ryan Bingley's. It's his birthday as well.
Right.
I won't tell him how old he is.
If you come Saturday night, you have to wish Ryan a happy birthday.
He may or may not be 36.
We don't know. We
we're
don't have
not sure.
anything confirmed.
We're not sure. So it's his birthday, but it coincides with this album release.
Right.
So this place is going to be just jam-packed.
Yeah, it's going to be a party.
And what's cool is Game 6 of the 2011 World Series is what this place is named after.
Right.
And I was at the game, and I was front row in the Cardinals bullpen for Game 6. And it was the craziest day of craziest day of my life. And this works out because this could possibly be the craziest day.
The second. Now it'll be the music crazy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband was at that game.
Mm-hmm.
I was not. Yeah, clients took him. You got to do what you got to do. And there was a woman sitting next to him with a red wig on, right behind Albert Pujols. We have one of our clients gives Bob tickets on the second row, and they took him. And all night, Bob was on the news with this redhead, and people were calling me, "Why do you have that wig on?" I was like, okay, that's not me. It's a woman that I don't know. I mean, all over the country, people are calling and texting me, and I'm like, it's not. But Bob had my husband. It was, of course, the greatest sports night, and my brother was there. Not together, but I was really happy that at least a couple of my friends got to witness. I was at home screaming so loud I lost my voice. It was one of the most exciting nights sports-wise of my life.
Yeah, same here.
So, this place is special because it incorporates, especially as St. Louisans, two of our loves, baseball, and you and I love honky-tonk, old school country.
Yep.
And so I'm really excited that we get to hear your music here because you have a fresh sound. The album is refreshing. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to have a big following as people get to know you and hear you. You have a great personality and you're a great human as well as being a great musician. And I think those things go well together.
Thank you, Cheryl. That means a lot.
You're so welcome.
I appreciate that.
And because, I don't know how, but we've spent like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'll just go hang out with you guys. I'll just be your roadie or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I think there's great potential for you in the music world, and I'm really excited to see where this journey takes you.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I started playing music when I was 4 years old. I was banging on the keys at my grandma's house. I was 4 years old, and she's like, "This is not going to fly. You're going to need to learn how to do this."
She's like, "We're not having bouncing."
Right.
And let me just tell you something about Grandma. She came out to the show last night we were at, and she is a rockin' lady.
Yes.
And I don't know how old she is, but she looks so good.
Well, she's 65.
65. There it is. She's young and gorgeous, and it was so great to see her there.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing to still have your grandparents. You know.
Well, she's honestly the only remaining one, and I'm so blessed to be to have her still around and she's getting to witness a lot of the cool stuff. My sister has 2 kids, and she gets to be a great grandma, and my
it's a
parents,
blessing.
and it's really neat. And again, to see where she pushed me into something where, I mean, I wanted to quit so many times. There was so many times where the music, it was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, and this old nun is smacking my hands when I play the piano wrong, when I play the keys wrong, and I'm 5 years old, 6 years old, and I'm ready to quit. But my parents and her, she wouldn't let that happen. And I stuck with it and started writing music at a young age. And a lot of my friends from high school still have old discs that I made in my basement, and I really don't even want to hear them because I'd be so like, oh, that sounds horrible.
But they're really proud and happy they own them right now.
Yeah. And I keep getting pictures on Facebook from friends and stuff that still have these old discs, and they're like, "We're bringing it to the show," and I'm like, "I'll sign it." But
I was
don't
like,
you dare put that in
I'm
your
going to
CD
say,
player.
there's people coming here with that stuff right now that you're recording with big shots and working with big, you know what I mean? They're going to want, because you're only going to go up from here, and that's exciting for them to watch.
It's the hope. I mean, just the hard work, it's starting to pay off. I just found out today that my song Down Like Champagne is going to be on Texas radio tomorrow. It's like, my mind's being blown right now. It's pretty crazy.
Yes.
I'm just excited about the upcoming everything. It's going to take a lot of work, but it's stuff I'm willing to do.
Right.
So
So let's talk about this week. We talked about, so Friday night is, give the shout out to the place you're going to be coming up. So Friday night is
the Liberty Theater in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Okay,
so it's an old theater. It's beautiful. If you're ever around Fort Scott, it's about an hour south of Kansas City.
Okay.
And if you're ever around that area, you got to stop in. It's such a cool place.
Okay.
They've got a restaurant, bar connected to it, and the people there are just amazing. Like, I DJ'd a wedding there a couple years ago, like 5 years ago. And after that, I mean, the whole town came out, and it was like, I had to get back there as quickly as I could. I had back surgery right after that, so my back was messed up, and so I had to cancel a date on them, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna hate me.
Right, you're like, I don't want to do this.
And I'm telling you, about 4 years later, I finally had a weekend where I was able to go back, and they rolled out the red carpet.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
They're like, Charlie, we just want you back here. Come back as soon as you can. And since then, booked a couple more weddings out there, playing music and all that.
Yeah, because in your other life, in your daytime life, what is it you do?
So I run an entertainment company, an event planning company. We DJ corporate events and weddings, and play live music at all these different events, and put all the staffing groups together for casino nights and all that fun stuff.
That's super fun. Yeah, one of my buddies here in St. Louis does that.
Oh, that's good.
I think you know him.
Well, we work together. I know him. Todd.
Hi, Todd. Shout out to Todd. Yeah. But okay, so that's Friday. Saturday here.
Saturday's
GameSix.
Yep, GameSix Honky Tonk Joint from 7 o'clock. We get started. Both nights start at 7.
Okay, both
I've been
nights
trying
at
to
7.
just keep it the
Consistent.
same so that I don't even have to think about it.
Right.
Like when you ask me a little bit later about my Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, like it doesn't register up here.
Which I'm getting ready in 30 seconds or less. So Charlie.
GameSix, 7 o'clock it starts.
GameSix, 7 o'clock.
And they have to be here before 9 or they're going to start charging the cover at the
door.
At
9 they start charging, so you better be here. And don't forget it's Ryan's birthday.
Yeah, Ryan Binkley,
30-something.
Yeah.
And let's give them your social media outlets, if you can remember them.
I may have to pull my phone out, but I'll try.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Facebook is facebook.com/Charlie Barrale Music. I'm going to spell it every single time. Barrale is B as in boy, ARRALE. All right, so Charlie Barrale Music, and that's facebook.com/Charlie Barrale Music.
Okay.
All right, Instagram is also Charlie Barrale Music.
Awesome. Twitter?
I think that's right. Twitter is just Charlie Barrale, and again, that's spelled B as in boy, ARRALE. And YouTube is also just Charlie Barrale. So youtube.com/Charlie Barrale, BARRALE. Charlie is spelled CHARLIE, just so you guys know. And I'm just going to double check really quick to make sure the Instagram one, because if not, we got to do this.
There's been a lot of information flowing here today, so I'm going to give him a pass on not knowing
his. Yes, look, Charlie Barrale Music.
Charlie Barrale Music. See, put it right up there. Oh, that's brilliant.
Bam, right there.
Because they don't want to see me this whole time anyway. So
that's Instagram.
So you can find him on all those outlets.
Yeah.
And you should come catch a live show.
Please.
Because you have what I love is you're versatile.
Thank you.
So last night we did this fun gig. Mm-hmm. Let's go with fun.
It was
really fun.
For a Tuesday night?
It was a good Tuesday night gig.
Yes.
And your range is what I liked. I loved your mashups. Those were not expected and much loved. You got a lot of traction on social media from the mashups. I won't give them away, and if they weren't watching, they can go find it on my social media or yours. But I like your diversity.
Thank you.
I just liked how you did mashups that weren't necessarily. There's some that just go together naturally, and we hear all the time. But yours were surprising and delicious.
Thank you. And I think part of that is because of my background. Like I said, I was born and raised here. My dad has been a radio DJ for 40 years. And
so you've heard it all. All the different flavors.
Yeah, my dad used to work at a radio station here in St. Louis called 55 KUSA. It was an AM radio station. It was a country music radio station, and we grew up listening to Willie and all of them. I mean, Johnny Cash and everybody. And he would bring me to the station, and I'd sit and stay there overnight. He'd do overnights. He let me push the buttons. I'd give the traffic reports at 3 in the morning, which there aren't any traffic reports at 3 in the morning. But I'm on the radio saying I-55 South is wide open. Everybody enjoy your drive home and don't drink.
That's awesome.
Because but so that was a country radio station. But now he works at a little AM station. It's 770 WEW. He's worked there for literally like 20 years, and it's the oldest radio station in St. Louis and the second oldest in America.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but he plays.
Do I get to meet Mr. Barrale on Saturday night?
He'll be here. He would not miss this. He's super excited. He bought 10 albums, so he could give out as a gift to people. So he's probably my biggest fan. You know what I mean? Like, he's been behind me 100%. It doesn't matter what I do as long as I'm continuing to make him proud. He's just proud as can be. So.
Yeah, we always want our daddies to be proud.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah.
No matter where we come from or what we end up doing, you want your daddy to be happy and proud of you.
My mom's up there too. She's super pumped. She shares everything on Facebook. Like, my dad doesn't even have a cell phone. He doesn't have Facebook, anything like that. Right. And so my mom's the one who has all of that stuff, and she's been sharing everything. Like,
I can't wait to meet your parents.
Yeah. When they did the YouTube, when I did the YouTube video for Down Like Champagne, she would give updates on her Facebook page of how many views there are.
Right, she's like, listen, here's where we're at. She's like your statistician.
Yeah.
Statistician and art historian. She's your historian.
Yeah, that's it. She's keeping track of all of that stuff. So my godparents live down in Fort Worth, and they're super excited about everything too. And so right now we're talking about all this stuff here, but we also have a release down in Dallas as well.
Oh yeah, what date is that?
That's next Saturday, the 25th.
Okay.
So Joe is here until the 20th, which is super exciting because we've had shows last night. We have one tonight, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. We're off Sunday, maybe. There might be something else. But then Monday he leaves, and then I've got a gig Tuesday and Wednesday. And Wednesday we're back here at GameSix Honky Tonk, which is the night before Thanksgiving. And then I head back Friday to Dallas.
Okay.
And then Saturday is the big day in Dallas. And that's at Frankie's downtown. It's 1309 Main Street.
Frankie's, Google it.
Frankie's downtown, and it's the underground. And we'll be selling albums and T-shirts and all that stuff. And that's where actually I'm going to debut the next music video, which is for the other song, which is called...
It's called Just Passing Through.
That's my grandma's favorite song. That's my...
There's only 2 views on it currently.
Boom.
I feel very special.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see where your career takes you, Charlie Barrale.
Thank you.
You're a good guy and you're talented, and it's nice to see someone, have your level of enthusiasm and music capacity. Like, you know a lot of different genres, and you can do it all, and I think that's really cool. So it's really nice to hear you play live. I don't like to interview people till I've heard them play live because I don't know what I'm getting.
Sure.
And so it was a pleasure to get to spend time with you and to get to be there and to get to experience this week with you guys. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be included in it at this level.
It's been so nice to hang out with you and the connections that we have. I mean, St. Louis is a small town in a big city,
Yes.
But
you just never know who's going to walk in at any moment or who's going to fly in, or we don't have to tell all those stories. But it's been serendipitous.
Yeah.
God meant for us to be, we were meant to be friends.
I completely agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's official too. We're in each other's phone. I always tell people it's not official till they're in my phone.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
We've given all your social media.
Everything seems to be intact.
In order.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you. I want y'all to check out his music. The interview probably won't go up till Thursday or Friday because it's got to upload. So that's why we didn't mention the shows the next 2 nights, because it won't be viable. But I want to thank you for your time and for being a great human being.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to seeing this on social media and on everywhere, and hopefully this goes some places,
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
So you can find the interview and my information, duchessofrockandroll.com, on Twitter at Duchess of R&R, Instagram Duchess of R&R, and I'll be talking about Charlie, and there'll also be an upcoming interview in the next 2 days with Joe Austin, who's here, and we couldn't be more happy about that. So thank you so much for everything, and I'm going to sign off different than normal just for you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready? So I'm Cheryl, Duchess of Rock and Roll. This is Charlie Barrale, and we wish you peace, love, and honky-tonk music.
Boom. That's good. Peace, love, and honky-tonk.
That's what, see, I normally do rock and roll. You got honky-tonk music. I'm going to have to come up with a honky-tonk symbol besides flipping someone
I don't know if we have the gang signs ready for it.
We need a honky-tonk music gang sign. All right, you guys, have a great, yeah. I don't know what that is. This is totally going to get edited.
That's all right.
Anyway, I'm Cheryl Swift. This is Charlie Barrale. We wish you peace, love, and honky-tonk music.
Boom.